So while I'm waiting to get my wheel fixed, I ended up cutting it off and pounding the lug nut and getting it out, but hub's okay. Anyway, while I'm doing that, I'm working on another project here, side lighting. I have really good LED lights on the top, on the front, and on the back. It does a great job of lighting the front and the back. What's lacking is side lighting on these tractors, so that's my game plan. I'm going to try mounting it on there, and next up we'll be fishing some wires all through this thing here and see how we can get it all wired up. Hoping I can get another light switch here, kind of like that, and maybe put it in here somewhere, or maybe swap it so both the lights are next to each other. We'll see. So at any rate, that's kind of the project I'm working on while I'm waiting to get a new wheel. I'll let you know how this works out. So I bought these LED lights from superbrightleds.com. I have no idea how bright they are or if they're any good, but they also sell this wire harness, which has the plugs right on the end of it. So I'm hoping it's all long enough. It has the relay. It comes with this switch, but I'm going to try swapping that switch out and putting one of the John Deere switches in there. But it looks like a pretty nice harness. The lights seem like they're pretty good quality. Comes with these little pigtails too, but because I bought this harness, I won't need those. So those harnesses will plug right into the little things on the bottom here. So they'll plug directly into that, and I'm hoping to have the wire kind of come out here somewhere so I can disconnect this pretty easily right here when I go to take the loader off. So just unplug that, boom, take the loader off, no problem. That's the theory. We'll see how it works. Alright, so I'm working on taking off this side console, I don't know what you want to call it, so I can get up in here and add another switch. I'm putting on these lights here, and I want to put like a factory looking switch in that console. So I was assuming I needed to take it all apart and get in there, figure out how I'm going to route the wire, all that stuff. So it wasn't too hard. There's a screw in this back cup holder. There's a screw in this piece. This actually goes on here. And a screw in there. Oh, sorry, I got this light on here. And then a screw in the front there. I had to cut the zip ties that held the third function wire up, coming up this. There are two screws holding two screws on this. Any rate, you can see there's two screws there, and then another one kind of in this back part here, and then two more up here. Pluck all those out, and then this handle comes off actually pretty easily once you get all the screws out. Did have to take one of these things off. So if you just pry with a little screwdriver on the back side here, this cover pops off, exposing a screw or a nut that was holding this on. I got that one off here. So there's just a nut that holds that on there. Pop this cover off, take the nut off, it comes right off. So far so good. Now I'm just gonna take some pictures of where everything's kind of plugged in under here, so I can make sure to get it back in the right spots, and then figure out where I'm gonna put my switch. Thinking maybe here, and then next thing will be figure out how to get the wires to go from the switch to the lights to the battery, and see how I get all that done. But anyway, I just wanted to show how that console comes off a little bit, and it wasn't too bad. I did have a hard time getting that back screw out. I don't know if there's a nut. I don't know why. It just didn't want to come out very easily. But once I got that back screw out, everything else flowed pretty easily. This third function switch, I just left right on the rubber boot and squished it down through the hole here. Then I'll be able to get that piece off. Alright, on to the next step. So underneath this housing, these all just kind of unplug relatively easy. Just squeeze them and pull them out. And get all these all unplugged and get this cover off of here. Alright, I forgot to show this. When I was hooking up the switch in there, I used these little wire jumpers. You can buy them on Amazon. So you can plug this spade piece right into an existing power source and ground right up under there. I ended up using, there's an extra plug under there. It was for the beacon light, which I don't have on my tractor, and I probably never will. So I just stole my 12 volt and my ground from the beacon light plug. It's right in the harness, but you needed a spade thing like that to plug into it. And then from there I was able to just plug my switch power right into this end. And same with the ground. Plug this into the harness in the tractor, and then plug this onto the spade on my switch. So what I ended up doing for my switch in here, I ended up going with a Sasquatch lighting switch, just for something a little bit different, but it lights up and everything and fits right in there. It was on Amazon. It's pretty cheap. Those wire connector things over there, I think that whole bag of them, which I'll never use all of them, was like 10 or 15 bucks. It wasn't that much money. The switch wasn't that much either. I can't recall exactly how much, but it was all pretty reasonable. So that's how I wired it up. Wish I had shown that when I was actually doing it, but I forgot to. So there you have it. Now we'll go out and, oops, show you what they look like in the evening. Alright, so I got my side LED lights going out here. It's not super dark yet, but I actually think the side LEDs are brighter than the forward-facing LEDs, which is unfortunate, but it worked out pretty good. I just unplugged, I come right off with the loader. 90% of the time I'll have the loader on anyhow, so it's well lit up. I mean, that's behind the tractor there, and it's off to that side. You can see pretty good, I think. I'm pretty pleased with it. So we're gonna go mow some tall weeds tonight. Give it a shot.